I can't remember new vocabulary. Today, I want to tell you about one of my students, Laura. Laura is a dedicated English learner with big dreams. She loves studying and wants to become fluent. But she faced one challenge that many of you can relate to: remembering new vocabulary. Laura was frustrated because every time she learned new words, they seemed to slip away just as quickly. "Why can't I remember these words?" she would ask, feeling discouraged. She put in hours of study time, but would find herself forgetting the vocabulary she learned just days later. Maybe you felt the same way? I asked Laura to think back to when she was learning how to cook. At first, she would have to check the recipe for every ingredient. But after practicing and making the same dish a few times, she began to remember the ingredients and the steps. And I explained to her that learning vocabulary can work the same way. The more we use the words, the better we remember them. I shared the story of a polyglot named Benny Lewis. Benny speaks many languages, but he wasn't always able to remember new words easily. He found simple tricks that helped him, and now he uses them whenever he learns new vocabulary. If Benny could find a way to remember words in multiple languages, you could definitely do it in English. So let's talk about you. Do you have trouble remembering vocabulary too? Do you study words only to forget them later? Let's look at some easy ways to make words stick so you can remember them just like Benny and just like Laura started to. So, 3 easy ways to remember vocabulary. I introduced Laura to flashcards with spaced repetition. This method helps you review words at intervals, which strengthens your memory over time. There are many apps for this, like Anki or Quizlet, that make it easy and fun to review words without forgetting them. Grab a flashcard app or physical cards they've prepared. Set a timer for 1 minute and try to review as many flashcards as possible. Guess the meanings before flipping the card. If correct, move it to the done pile. If not, keep it in the active deck. Can you beat your personal record? Let's go! Number 2. Make connections with your native language. If a word sounds similar to something in your native language, use that connection. I told Laura to find similar sounding words, phrases from her native language to make English vocabulary feel more familiar. This trick helps words become less abstract and easier to remember. And number 3, say the words out aloud and use them in conversation. The last tip was simple but powerful. Say the words out aloud. I encouraged Laura to use the words in conversations as much as possible, even if it was just talking to herself at first. Practicing out aloud makes vocabulary more active and keeps it fresh in your mind. What are the steps? Pick one word you are learning. Say it out aloud 5 times in a row. For example, astonishing. Astonishing, 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 astonishing. 5 times. Use it in a sentence about your day, real or imaginary. Example: I learned the word astonishing today. My breakfast was astonishingly good. Take just 60 seconds to speak out aloud. You'll feel more confident already. At first, these tips felt like a lot, but I'm sure you're willing to try them. You can make a habit of practicing your vocabulary in new ways. And little by little, you will see a big difference. I remind you that learning is a process. Each time you practice a word, it gets easier to remember, just like the recipe Laura learned by heart. Why do you want to become fluent in English? Write in the comments. Today, Laura feels much more confident with your vocabulary. She can recall words faster and is able to use them in conversations. If she can do it, so can you. Just keep practicing. Use these techniques and don't be afraid to try new methods to help words stick. Remember, the road may feel long and difficult, but every step you take brings you closer to your goal. And I like this idea. Every word learned is a step closer to fluency. If you are ready to take your vocabulary to the next level, check out my next video where I'll show you even more ways to learn vocabulary effectively. Let's keep learning together. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share with your friends. Bye. See you.